welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast, number 60. Damn, we've kept it going.
60. Wow, amazing. It's amazing. All it was consistency, bro.
Of course. Guys, when we get to the 100, it'll be a special edition. Hope you guys have been well. A massive thank you to you guys. I've noticed that. I'm be straight up honest. I know every time we release the podcast, it's usually on the weekend. But I've noticed that when we release it on the weekday, you guys get to watch it and interact, which is really good. So I think we'll release this like on a Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon, where everybody gets to see it. Yeah, it's been a busy week. It's been trying to get things ready for the new house. Lara's growing up. She's been a bit ill, so I'm looking after her as well. Only other news I've got is I'm at the Anime Con in London on Holloway Road on the 16th and the 17th of February, guys. So if you guys are into your anime and your gaming and you come across this show and come around the art area, I'll be there with my artwork. I'll be selling some of my artwork there, so come check it out. Or even if you want to just geek out, just come check mans, and I'm always happy to geek out with you guys. G-Man, how's things on your side, bro?
Everything's cool. Cannot complain, man. It's just been another week getting on with things.
Yeah.
Yesterday was... today, sorry. When I watched UFC in the morning, Anderson Silva, such a legend. It's great to see him fight again.
Yeah.
He was fighting an up-and-comer. Well, when I say up-and-comer, he's the future of the division. A guy called Israel Alessandre. He's a guy from New Zealand, but Nigerian descent. And it's crazy. Anderson Silva's been like he's one of the best of all time. And he's had such an amazing style. And he's always said back in the days he wants to fight his clone. And Israel Alessandro, I'm not saying he's his clone, but has an amazing style, which kind of makes the fight amazing. And when I watch that today, talk about anime, Israel Alessandro is a huge Naruto fan, so everything he does almost in his fights and the weigh-ins is all like from his favorite characters in Naruto and whatnot.
Nice.
So it was a brilliant fight. It was like Israel. His nickname is Stylebender, and then Anderson the Spider Silver. So it was Spider-Man versus Stylebender. It's such a geeky moment in like UFC, MMA, and martial arts, and even comic book geeks and all that sort of stuff because of the way that the characters they portrayed. So that was today. Anyway, so I went to watch that in the morning, and then just done a bit of sightseeing. I went to a place all the way to go check out some. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a Chinese temple, and it's almost like their definition of what hell would look like or something like that. But I went all the way there, and it was bloody closed, so I have to go back another month.
Oh, basic. Oh.
Yeah. But and I'm also planning a trip to go to Malaysia in a couple of weeks.
Cool.
Anabab is there, one of our friends.
Right.
One of my other boys is coming down from UK. I just found out one of the friends I used to train capoeira with, he's in there. So planning a weekend trip in KL, Malaysia, and planning to, go see them, man. Today I went to, I found a Hot Toys place, so I could carry on the collection.
Nice.
Carry on... picking things up. We'll talk about that later and stuff. But finally I found a spot that I could pre-order my Hot Toys, and we could just keep things rolling. And so that'll be good. So got that sorted. I need to find a comic book shop. I still haven't found one, but I'm reading through. I started getting back into my reading. And I'm reading through that Thanos comic. I'm on the third issue of the the series or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. Just lost my head. Anyway, it started off amazing, bro. Ghost Rider from the future. I don't want to spoil it, but it's so moist. Ghost Rider from the future came over to Thanos because Thanos has just basically ruled and killed everyone, sort of thing, right?
Okay.
And Ghost Rider from the future's come, picked him up, took him in time to meet himself in the future. Thanos in the future, old school Thanos. And I'm trying to understand what the hell is going on because Thanos is just like. They stopped it, but old school Thanos is almost like, enough, you've killed everyone. Like, he's trying to tell him, chill out, let people live. I don't know. That's where they stopped it. So I need to carry on reading, but it's so moist. I'm like, holy shit. He sent Ghost Rider to bring him back to tell him, is he going to tell him to chill? Like, there's nothing else for you or what? Anyway, I'm just reading this book. It's quite amazing. So, try and get back into reading, man. That's it, really.
No, that's good. Good to hear, man. No, I haven't read anything recently. I've got a couple of the Bruce Lee comics called the Dragon Rises. I need to catch up on. John Wick issue 4 came through the other day. I need to catch up on that. There is a few things that I need to catch up on, but today's going to be catch up there, and hopefully I'll get to read a comic or two just to unwind a bit. I think I'm coming down with something in my immune system. Baby's passed it on now, but it's all good. Other than that, let me see what's happening, man. Shoutouts to Aquaman, comes out in April, guys. Make sure you grab your copy. I can't wait to watch it again. That was awesome.
I can't believe that was a couple months ago. It seems like it's so quick. It seems like it was last week.
I know, bro. It just went by so quick.
Time goes too quick. So quick. Last week I watched. Did I tell you what I watched? I was in cinema last week and I watched a movie. I know we spoke about that. I think it was.
You know what, bro? I still haven't had the chance to go see Glass or Green Book, which I'm kind of gutted. I'm hoping that they're still in the cinema this week so that I can quickly go in there and catch it one evening. Or maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe Friday. I'm off Friday, so I'll maybe go check it out. Yeah, I'm going to do an early showing before prayer, and that'll be cool.
Man. I'm trying to look out for Captain Marvel, man. So that basically comes out a day before I fly out to the UK. So I'll probably watch it here. If not, I'm going to have to ask you guys to book me a ticket so when I get back home and to go watch that.
No, we'll do. On that note, Captain Marvel, on the Shazam note, I know there was rumours going around saying that Superman's confirmed for a cameo. But I don't know if it's going to be Henry Cavill or an animation or a toy or something.
No, it's got to be Cavill, man. Hope so. It's Henry Cavill. Don't know what. Yeah.
Have you seen that image of him? He looks stacked, bro.
Oh, I know. He's fucking bigger than a statue.
I was gonna say, man, he's just tonks, man, looking tonks. But shout outs to Henry Cavill. He's awesome. In other news, what else has been happening?
Well, we could talk about the Liam Neeson thing, man. I think that's worth discussing and see what you know, thoughts and whatnot. So,
I saw some of it.
Yeah. Everyone knows the story right now, right? Yeah. He's got a new movie coming out, and the movie's, I can't remember what it was called. What the hell is it called? It's based on a revenge story, so he's kind of giving a perspective on it, and he was just trying to, ultimately what he was trying to say is, revenge and anger leads to more bloodshed and anger, and bigotry leads to more bigotry, and all that sort of stuff. So he just gave an example of a situation that he was in 40 years ago in Northern Ireland, where one of his close friends was raped by a black man. So out of anger and rage and revenge, he went out for a week looking to just to kill any black man that started on him. You know what I mean? He was waiting for a black man to start on him so he can kill him. That was what that is gone out of proportion. And it sounds terrible, and it is terrible from what it sounds like. But I think people are forgetting that the fact that, one, this was 40 years ago. 40 years ago was a different world. 20 years ago was a different world.
Exactly, yeah.
You've got to think about 40 years ago was a different world. Not saying it was an excuse, but we have evolved as human beings. Back then, man, racism was a lot more acceptable. When I say acceptable, I'm saying that, people used to do it a lot more openly, right?
Yeah.
When Dad moved to the UK about 40 or whatever years ago, all he said was he kept on getting into fight because people wanted to beat him up because he was an Indian, Bengali or whatever, you know what I mean? So not giving him a pass then, but, and that was 40 years ago, it's a different world. And two, he's trying to admit, he's basically telling everyone, guys, I'm telling you that I admit that I was wrong. This is what them people are missing out. Like, in a week, it took me a week to realize that I was fucking wrong, and the way I was thinking, and what anger does to a human being, and what, those sort of emotions do to a human being is terrible.
Yeah.
And that's what I think ultimately he was trying to say, but obviously he's gone way out of proportion, and everything. He's a racist. I don't think he's a racist in the sense that he don't like black people now or colored people now, and none of that shit. He's just expressing that, man, one, we all have shit in us. Let's be real. We are all fucked up as people. As human beings, all of us have some fucked up thing in our head.
Yeah.
Right? No doubt about it. I don't give a fuck what you say. We all have fucking thoughts. Right? So he's just expressing that this is what anger does. And he's trying to say revenge is not the way forward. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the way forward. But you got to give him credit for... he's the one who exposed it. It was no fucking Twitter post that was 4 years ago that he's getting done on. He's the one who's expressing it and saying, man, this is what I realized. This is me as a human being. This is what I learned, You know what I mean? This is what I went through and how I overcame it. but he's just getting done, man. And I agree with, like, you know, what Kevin Hart was saying a while ago. It's like, we're praising negative thoughts. We're praising everything negative. Anything negative, you want to get someone, you want to be negative about, you want to ruin their career. It's not just about, oh, he's a racist now. It's like, he can't work anymore. We're not allowed to pay for his, he shouldn't get paid anymore. It's like, what the fuck, man? You're trying to kill someone's life.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like what Kevin Hart said. Like, we got to stop praising negativity now and just keep it on the positive, understand the positives from it. And I you know what, I'm a Liam Neeson fan, and before I jumped on the bandwagon to be like, oh man, how could he be a racist, because that kind of breaks my heart, I just trying to listen to what he was saying. Honestly, it did. I was like, man, when I first read that, I was like, no, please don't say it, because I'm a big fan. But when you listen to him and you understand the story, I'm like, okay, yes, you had a racist thought in your head, but you're expressing that anger led you to that mind frame, and then you overcame that in a week. As a human being, you overcame. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know, and we were talking about this yesterday, bro. Fuck, when we were young, we used to get into trouble. Little Ash used to get into trouble with groups of people, and the first thing you do is you go out for them group of people, man. We grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, right?
Of course.
We grew up, it was a predominantly black neighborhood, so we got into trouble with a lot of black guys. So first things first, like, shit, man, let's go find let's go find some black dudes and let's fight. Like, that's what happens, man. It's not like you're full of anger, you're full of rage. The same thing happened to Ash, like, you remember? And we're just like, alright, and then we ran up on the wrong people, and after we realised, like, fuck, sorry, man, you were the wrong guy, but I was angry. Yeah. I'm trying to say, and that's what anger does. And anger is a fucked up thing. I'm going on one because I've been thinking about this shit. I suppose
it's something that people need to know. Yeah.
Anger is a fucked up emotion that us human beings go through, because it makes us say fucked up shit to loved ones. I've probably said fucked up shit to you, Ash, like mum and dad, whatever, because you're angry. Like, you know, ex-girlfriends or whatnot, shit that you regret saying. You're like, why the fuck did I say that? Because it's anger. Anger's a poisonous, I don't know, I believe anger is a poisonous drug that us as human beings are able to produce. Naturally. Right? And of course. You say fucked up things. I know I've said fucked up things to you that I'm like, that's my brother, how the fuck can I say that to him? Like, but anger has made me say it. So I think ultimately, man, like, I don't think he should be judged the way he is, man. He's just showing that anger is a fucked up thing. You shouldn't be acting on anger. You need to check yourself, basically.
No, of course, and he did that, and I totally agree, man. Totally agree. He's same thing. I was heartbroken as well hearing that, but that's the problem with social media. That's the problem with media themselves. They're gonna twist your words. You know what I mean? You know, the Tottenham incident that happened, yeah, with what happened in Tottenham and around the London area, with all these looting and fires and all the rest of it. The next day, the BBC they didn't want to see the good in what the people in the area had to go through. People have had businesses here. People have lived here for more than 50 years. You're not showing that story. You're just showing the story about the opportunities and these young kids that don't understand what's going on. How can you do that? How could you Like, I remember that day, man, that I had to walk away from the BBC because I was like, you're giving the wrong message. Why are you shooting this guy's trainers for? Fuck off.
Yeah, that's the media. That's the media as a whole. I mean, because look, you know, Muslims, for example, one fucking Muslim does something, one Muslim gang member or whatever the fuck they are, terrorist, does something. The media portrays it as Muslims, and then everyone out of anger hates fucking Muslims. Yeah. You don't hate a Muslim. You don't hate me. You don't hate you because you don't know us. However, you hate Muslims because of the way media's portrayed what they've done, and out of anger, you want to hate all of them. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're a racist. Like, when you come across some guys who are like, I don't fucking like Muslims, I don't think they're racist. I just think they've been brainwashed and they're full of anger. Like, they're just like, fuck all Muslims. But then I'm like, well, bro, you don't like Muslims, but you're talking to me. Oh, but you're alright, mate. No, it's not that I'm okay. You like me as an individual. What you're trying to say is you don't like that fucking idiot as an individual, but because the media and whatnot has portrayed him as a Muslim and you're angry now, you just want to say fuck all Muslims. And that's the same thing with Liam Neeson, and back then they most probably did portray black people as criminals and shit like that, right? The media. So he probably was like, the media brainwashed him at that moment. You know what I mean? One black person does something, you want to be like, alright, fuck all this, right?
No,
and
of course.
Again, he was talking about in Ireland, man, there was the war between the Catholics and the Protestants. I can't even say it, but between them. And he was saying the same thing. Like, fuck, one Protestant church would get blown up, or sorry, pub would get blown up. They'll blow up a Catholic one. Like, do you know what I mean? There was racism within their own people. He was basically trying to say that it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, it was a black person and it came out wrong. But if it was a European dude or any other ethnic race or even a white person, he would have done the same thing and he would have had the same judgment on any other race. You know what I mean?
No,
it just happened to be a black person and whatnot.
Exactly.
Ultimately, man, you have to give him praise, man, because he's the one who brought it up. He knew the consequences of what he's saying, but people are missing the message of what he's saying because he grew as a human being within a week. You know what I mean? Not even a couple years.
Within a week,
and he realized,
exactly.
What the fuck am I doing? He realized how he had for that week he had mental health issues. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
There was some chemical reaction in his head that made him want to go out and kill not just a black man, like he profiled, which is wrong, but he wanted to kill another human being, bro. That's some mental issues, and he's just expressing, man, that anger produces that, but he overcame that within a week, and people just are not seeing that message.
No, of course.
I don't know, man. I give him stripes. I don't think he's a racist. And like I said, 40 years ago is a whole different world, bro.
No, of course.
Think about it. The US, man, over 100 years ago, they were having slaves. Just 100 years ago ain't that fucking long, you know? It's not that long. We've come a long way as human beings, and we've got a long way to go still. But, you know, 40 years ago is a whole different world compared to now.
No, of course, totally, man, totally agree with you there, man. But I'm on Liam. I'm still a fan of Liam.
Still a fan.
He's a brave guy. Shout outs to him. And then shout outs to the fucked up media publications. You guys are fucked.
Yeah, I agree, man, and I hope everyone who judged him, they're doing it out of anger as well. So I hope they give it time, and then I hope they see where he came from, and they're like, you know what, I said, fuck Liam Neeson, he's a racist prick out of anger, but now I realize actually, you know what, you made sense. You're a hero, man. You deserve credit. So again, man, anger breaches of anger. Remember, he says that everyone gets angry and like fuck this, fuck him. Now, let's give it some time and hopefully they'll realize, where he came from. Because, yeah, he's brave for doing that, man. And, he had to check himself, basically, man.
No, of course.
And anyone who's watching or listening, go through your fucking database in your head. I guarantee you, one time in your life, you thought something very bad, be it negative, from a racist perspective, from a human perspective. You maybe want to kill someone. You maybe want to tell your, whatever. I guarantee you, if you're listening, think back in your head. I know you thought something fucked up. Liam Neeson only he thought something fucked up and he expressed it. We're all fucked. As human beings, we're all fucked. Simple as that, man. But, as long as we keep it cool and don't act on our actions and check ourselves, we're cool, man. Because
that's the main thing. Is
I know I've said some fucked up things to people, and even in a recent case, I won't talk about it, but I said something that I regret, and I'm like, fuck. And I was purely off anger. That's why, fuck. When you're angry, the best advice, and Dad used to tell me this as well, fucking walk away, man. Walk away. Don't say a single thing. And when you've calmed down, then you can talk about it. Sleep on it.
Yeah.
Right? Don't say anything of anger, because I'm going through something now and I'm like, fuck, man. Every day it eats me inside. Like, why the fuck did I use those fucking words? And I did. And it eats me up, but I'm like, I went off anger and I said something wrong. And I'm like, fuck sakes. Anyway, don't ever act on anger, people, man. You gotta act. You get angry, you gotta bite your finger, hit a pillow, whatever, walk away. And then come back the next day and think about it logically on how you want to respond. Because when you do that the next day, then you would respond in a much more positive, in a much more nicer, constructive way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than acting on these anger emotions and say something that you'll regret. Which everyone does, no doubt about it. And I just done it recently. And I'm like, fuck. What are you going to do?
No, totally, bro. Totally understand.
Yeah, given these fucking emotions, we gotta learn how to deal with them, bro. It's like superpowers in some way. You have to understand them and control them.
You have to harness them. You have to understand exactly that. Exactly that, bro. Exactly that. All right, man. Let's see what else has been happening in the geeky world. I think.
Fucking hell, I went into one, man.
Sure,
I needed to express.
You know what, bro? I don't think. Let me see. Nothing much has happened this week, man. I mean, I know there was an international trailer released for Captain Marvel.
Yep. Avengers Endgame. Apparently, Marvel and DC or whoever, and Disney are saying that it might be so long they're gonna have to do an intermission, any Indian movie, Bollywood style intermissions. If you guys make a 4-hour film, I'm there, man. So fucking make it long. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. That'd be good. I'm excited for that. You know what, bro? That's. I mean, not really much happened in the geeky world. That's I think the major thing this week was regarding Liam Neeson. Comic Con from my side, the Anime Con, and yeah, that's about it, bro. I mean, I can't think of anything else that's happened. No trailers released. Nothing major, man. I think everything will start popping off beginning of kind of end of February and beginning of March before Captain Marvel comes out.
I think so, man. I think so. I'm trying to think. Have I seen anything online? No, I don't think so, man. I think Liam Neeson thing was the main thing that is that we should discuss, I guess, and
of course.
And whatnot. But yeah. Shit, I'm trying to think. Was there anything? There must have been something else, man. That was it.
No, that's it, man. No, it's been a quiet week again, man. In the geeky world. I know the week before that you had trailers and all sorts, Super Bowl and all the rest of it, but that's about it, really. Yeah. Other than that, life. We continue. We get to do our day-to-day things and get through. I've got a few sketches coming out soon, so guys, keep an eye on the We Speak Geek page. We've got some exclusive content coming out to you guys as well, guys. And man, it's going to be my 2-year anniversary this week.
Cool, amazing, man. This week. So wait, I was home this week 2 years ago for the wedding.
Yeah, bro.
Jeez, man, why does time go so quick, bro? I literally, this week, I literally felt like I finally settled in Singapore.
Yeah.
And I can now finally enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean? I know I've only been here for 3 months, but just the fact of getting everything, into place from, your bills and where you're going to get a haircut and where you're going to get your shopping, all these things, right? And I feel like this week was the week that I finally got it set up. And I'm like, damn, okay, now I'm here. This is my home for the next couple of years. It's time to enjoy it, man. So,
of course.
Every week I'm going somewhere to explore and see a new sightseeing place to see in Singapore, planning trips to Malaysia, coming home in March. Training's going well, training in Evolve MMA.
Yeah.
Like I was saying last week, gutted that they got GSP coming, but I'm going to miss it because I'm going to be in London. But, training in that gym is nice. I'll tell you one thing about what I love training about in that gym, man. The teachers are very welcoming and encouraging, man.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't had that feeling in a long time, since when I used to compete. But that was Edwin always encouraging, and Edwin always encourages me.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel that same pump when my Muay Thai coach is giving me stripes, my Jiu-Jitsu coach is giving me stripes, the MMA coach is, they're just like, well done, man, you're doing well, it's good to see, you know what I mean? And that kind of boosts you, and you're like, all right, cool, man, like, I'm getting this training, then I feel confident that maybe I could try and fight again, you know what I mean?
No, of course.
I didn't really get this in Hong Kong. Like, I trained, but it was a weird gym. It was more money focused than anything. But this one, don't get me wrong, it's money focused. But all the coaches, man, like world class fighters, and everyone's super nice and very welcoming. And I just feel like not one, like I want to be there training, but two, I feel like, yeah, with this confidence and motivation that they're giving me, I can up my skills a little bit. I feel more confident.
Course, yeah.
So it's such a great thing, and in anything, man, like be it martial arts or whatever you're doing, when you encourage people, man, it just gives them this little bit of extra boost, man, to be like, man, and they excel in a certain way.
Exactly.
So it's always good to just encourage people, even if you feel like they're not doing, even if you don't have to, if that makes sense. Just that little bit of encouragement makes a big fucking difference, man.
No, of course, you need that, man. Just tap on the back, innit? It's like work. If you get that tap on the back, it kind of pushes you further to say, oh shit, I did a good job, you know what I mean? That's exciting. So, no, definitely, it needs to be forward, man. People need to tell each other as well, man, you're doing a good job, or you're doing, whatever you're doing is great, you know what I mean? Like, keep doing it, and it inspires people, but...
For sure.
But as you said at the beginning, bro, man, people vibe off negativity, man.
Kevin Hart said it best, man. You have to listen to what he was saying, man, because he was just like, fuck, man. People, in this day and age now, because of social media, and it gives everyone in the world a voice, everyone's reacting off negativity, man. You know what I mean? We're praising negativity. When something bad happens, we're praising it. And like I said, man, it's kind of, listen, if you're a fucked up dude like Harvey Weinstein and shit, then fuck you, right? But for certain things, right, you gotta remember times was different back then, right? We used to say shit back in the day when we were in school, bro, that you're not allowed to say now. You know what I mean? Did how much time has changed? And again, it's not just like, oh, you were wrong. It's like, you are not allowed to work anymore. You're not allowed to earn money no more. This is how you make a living, but they just want to tear that all away. I'm like, wow, man, that's fucked up. It's like almost like prison. You're not. This person's not allowed to work in the industry no more. Who the fuck?
I know.
People are crazy, bro. And I'm not being bad, but those people who are saying that and jumping on the bandwagon have got their own emotional issues as well. I'm sure they're doing fucked up shit in another way as well.
Yeah.
But the problem is, especially with celebrities, right? You know, their world is known to everyone. That's their job. That's the risk that they've taken.
That's
but
right.
man, like for us to ordinary people, on the table anymore because of what he said 15 years ago, 40 years ago is a fucked up thing, man.
No, of course.
We got to stop vibing off negative energy, man, and
start
vibing off positive energy, pushing people forwards, man.
No, that's right. I need to list what we spoke about today before I lose.
Yeah, but no, I mean, that's the way. That's why, like, listen, man, when I follow stuff on Instagram, I follow people like Kevin Hart. He's got a lot of funny shit going on. He's got this thing called Cold as Balls. Have you heard of this?
No.
Him and like an athlete, for example, they get in an ice bath and they just talk, and he kind of interviews them, but Kevin Hart is a joker, man. It's fucking funny. So he's got those that make me laugh, and then you got Dwayne The Rock, like you got The Rock, who's the fucking, like, I love that dude, like the hardest working dude in the world, always smiling, always on the, you know, posting up positive stuff. David Goggins is always just a motivational guy. You should check him out, bro. He's such an inspirational dude.
Cool.
You know, Jacko, I think I said his name right, but he's a Navy SEAL. I always wake up at 5 a.m. take a picture of the time, right? I got it from him. He does the same thing.
Yeah.
He wakes up 3 in the morning, finishes his gym session and takes a picture at 4:30 in the morning. That's him finish his gym session. That's every day he does that, and I got inspired by that. That's why I wake up at 5 a.m. take a picture of the time, just to it inspires me. When I see him do that, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do that shit too. So anyway, you just like when you follow positive people, if you're gonna use social media, man, follow it. Use it to follow positive people, man.
Positive.
I locked off so much negative people because I can't hear their negative shit. I don't want to see negative shit on that stuff, so I just lock them off and just following positive people, man.
No, it's got to be, man. You've got to be. Negative stuff is just... It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We've got to strive forward. It's all about striving forward. And as... was it Pups from the barbershop in... the Pups?
Yeah.
Move forward, man. Move forward. Always move forward. That's the main thing.
Always forward. Yeah, man.
Alright, cool. Alright then, bro. I have to run. I need to feed Alara. She has woken up from her sleep.
Alright. Nice.
Always nice to catch up, bro. And I'm going to see you in a couple of weeks anyway. So, a couple of, what is it? 2 more podcasts before you're here?
2? No. Maybe 3, I think. 3 or 4.
3 more podcasts, and then G-Man will be from the UK again. So, yeah, definitely. And hopefully more to talk. We'll have a review on Captain Marvel. I've got Venom, the Blu-ray, so I'm going to watch it again because the movie made money. This has got some uncut scenes in it as well. So I didn't do a review for this film because I was really upset with it. So I'm going to watch it and I'm going to do it again. Hopefully tonight, if I get the chance, me and wifey will sit down and we'll watch that. If not, she hasn't seen The Last Samurai yet, so I'll maybe just slap on The Last Samurai.
Whoa,
bro,
forget Venom,
bro. She hasn't even seen Back to the Future yet, bro.
Well, she ain't seen that, bro. Forget Venom, bro. Put those on. Put The Last Samurai on.
Yeah.
The Last Samurai. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not. But one of my things is when I meet a new chick that I like, and then she comes over to watch a movie, Last Samurai, all the time. It's like, you have to watch this movie. I don't give a fuck, man. That's my break-in movie. If they don't like it, like, this bitch ain't the one. Like, no offense, no bitch. She ain't the one if she don't like Last Samurai.
Oh man.
Alright, cool.
Alright, cool. Alright then, bro. Awesome. I'll catch you up, yeah? One love, guys.
Peace.
Thanks again. Massive thank you. One love. Peace.